Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 11 of Timberborn, Overflow, Outpost. So, still sick, of course, as you can tell by the sound of my voice. But, over the last few hours, um, there have been quite a few changes. As you can see, this whole area, both of these, are irrigated and completely planted. Which of course you'll see. No, that was last episode 10's thumbnail. Just kidding. Um, but yeah, so I just put these. I just unpaused these for that thumbnail in case anybody's wondering. But yeah, still have no intention of really letting these actually produce crops. I think until we're ready to really remove this. I did get the blueberries back in. I don't think that was in episode 10. But I realized that we still have this gatherer flag here. It's just been sitting under this overhanging piece, paused. And I genuinely forgot about it. So what I wanted to do was unpause them, or unpause this, and start doing berries, because I remembered that we had the berry pie mod, but we don't have the berry pie mod because this is 1.0 and that mod is currently broken. So, yeah, there goes that point. But I mean, it's another food source, so it doesn't hurt. It's never a bad thing to have too much food. Especially because I didn't realize that we still have storage for it. Oh, quite a few storages, actually. It's probably these. Yeah, okay, didn't realize that. Anyways, so I did add these 3 storages here. For bad water, explosives, as we can see, and extract. Just because we had a bad tide. It's been quite a few cycles, since episode 10. But anyways, I was trying to pump bad water out of this after a bad tide, and they weren't pumping. And I was like, why in the world? Why on spillage are they not pumping the bad water out of this? Until I realized that we were full of bad water, and they weren't filling it because they weren't pumping because they had nowhere to put it. So I built this one, and then these 2 for extract and dynamite, because this was finished. So I even added a few extra layers, a few extra levels on top, because I was trying to use as much of dynamite and extract as possible so that we had room to make more and room for bad water. But it just wasn't enough. So I had to put in the storages. And thankfully, none of the terrain is different. Majority of this is irrigated during a temperate cycle. And this, speaking of temperate cycle, is done. And I did also rearrange it. It used to come out to here, and this was connected, and then this one wasn't here. I changed this because this area was staying with either good or bad water. And it wasn't getting clean enough for the sluices to open. So we were just kind of wasting water while this was filling. And then, of course, our temperate cycles are only up to 7 days, so can't really waste any time there. But yeah, so that's all done. I even came over here and was doing the inner portions, of this piece that we're taking out, because again, I was trying to use as much extract and dynamite as possible, but of course here we are. Yeah, so I've gone in and deleted all of the inner portions, because there's no point in having the inner portions now. Why are we not scrolling? There we go. Right, so yeah, again, there's no point in having them. So these, I'm just waiting on planks, which I think is an issue because we don't have builders. So yeah, if we come over here, right, no builders. Okay, so we're gonna pause all of these. That should hopefully give us a few back. Yeah. 2. Okay. Yeah, because these are on. These, the third one was built. So that's another thing that happened. um, yeah, and it is prioritized and everything. Um, so yeah, that's fun. I did also change this to grilled and this to bread, but I think that was in the last episode. But anyways, it is now filled, so there's that. Um, and what I think I really want to do is have a sluice in here. So if we come down a little bit, um, sluice would need to be, see, water comes this direction and out this way. So it would need to be here, just set to open. So we'll get that built. Just like I was saying, I think in the last episode, I want this to be actually usable, for more than just the temperate cycle and a few days after. So, I mean, the water that we had, I don't remember how long this drought was, but I mean, we started this episode, I believe, with at least a little bit of water in this. So we made it fairly decently. Especially now because this wall is finished. So we are just holding so much more water. It is fantastic. I did, however, make the mistake of deleting the ladder that was here. So yeah, that's probably going to end up going back in. But they should be able to do all of this from the top. They just actually need to do it. I did also, I had put in maybe 24 or so, scavenger flags, in this area so that we can get all of the scrap metal out, which is why we have 943 scrap metal and 728, metal blocks. So I just had the smelter running just to get as much of the scrap metal used while we were producing it. Because I mean, like, scrap metal really doesn't do us any good stored. It's the metal blocks that we need, So I was just kind of making as many as we could while we could. So let's see. Those two are still running. Okay. So what we could do is pause these guys because we're not. I mean, we do need dynamite, but I would think I would rather have the builders right now. And I'm also planning on deleting all of the inner portions of platforms that we put in, or that I put in this area, because they're not going to be necessary again. So, yeah, I'm just gonna delete these. And then come down. Oh no, that's the bottom level. Okay. All right. So yeah, get these collected, and then we'll do the outer 2 layers, and that'll be that. So hopefully we can get at least a good portion of this done in today's episode. Yeah. Luckily, I did end up just dynamiting all this down. And I don't think I want to go down anymore. I like having a drainage point. Because then I feel like all of the water that's stored here will end up going down, versus if if I dynamite this down one more and it's level to this level, then, this level will just equalize to what's here and it's not really going to go out. So anyways, ramble over. That's why I don't do that. But anyways, yeah, so this area was what I wanted to also work on. So these paths were just all sorts of funky because we had the I just said it a million times. Scrap metal here. So I got all that removed. It's all now here. What I think I'd like to do is replace all of these with the underground piles. So let's work on this also. Unfortunately, now that we have very few builders to actually do these. Oh, wait a second. No. We've got full builders. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Yeah, so I do still want to get all of these done, which means these are going to have to empty. I don't think all of this will fit in, this one storage. I should have kept the other storage that was here, but I didn't. Although, I mean, you know what? We have... Wait a second. Wait a second. So if I set that to accept and come over here and do this one also. Just want to see what happens. How much of this they'll all be able to get done. I did also put in... Oh, and we've got a bad tide. I did put in this plank storage, because when I deleted all of this, we didn't have enough storage for planks. So yeah, that's here, because I needed that. But let's see, we've got 20,000 science, which is fantastic. That and everything that we've unlocked, I think, is fantastic for only having inventor huts. And we've only ever had the 6. So I think that's really cool. Especially because in this faction, we don't have the number cruncher. We have the observatory. Which does take power, but it still is manned. But yeah, anyways, and for quite the longest time, these weren't even working at all. So anyways, okay, so let's see, this is all done. Let's get rid of all of this. Okay, so this isn't full. That's fine though. All of that did get collected, so I'm gonna get rid of these paths and this platform and get this collected. Okay, so I have a feeling this will all fit into the large pile. Or the underground pile, excuse me. So I think that's fine. Although, you know what we should do? I should just move this. Okay, wait, hold on. Move it back. Bring it back. Back here, please. We could just move the storages over into this area. Because I kind of did want to use this area for storage anyways. So we could do something like this. Right. Yeah, and just have this be the metal blocks and this be the scrap metal. So, let's see if we can't get this put in. You know what, actually? Let's do this. Let's get this put in. And then we'll have this come over. So that hopefully we can fit in a few more storages on this side. Right, okay, so we'll then get these two put in as well. Do we have enough gears for this? No. But we'll be deleting this one, so I think that's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's... Oh, wow, that's already put in. Let's do... Let's see, these are 180, right? So, we've got 943, I think was the total number. they're moving it around, so it's somewhat difficult to tell. But anyways, let's just do 943. So 943 divided by 180 is 5 1/4. And our bad tide has started. So let's see. Yeah, so this area is green. And if we come down here, we can look and see that it is completely full, which is amazing. And then all of this is, you know, what it is. But that's fine. Yeah, luckily this all gets cleared out. Same with this one is done and all gets cleared out. So this didn't really fill up as much as I was hoping it would have, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. And I had mentioned using this water source, to help fill this reservoir, and that's definitely something that we need to do. Yeah, because this doesn't really fill much. Especially now that this wall is all the way up here. It doesn't spill over. When this wasn't complete, it would spill over, right? So yeah, it no longer does that. It no longer really fills more than this level, which is unfortunate. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Apologies, I sneezed twice. In case anybody was wondering. Okay, but what I was doing before I went to bed, because I did a little bit of this yesterday and a little bit this morning, I was getting rid of all of this. So I want to get this and this collected, which is why we have this staircase so that we can reach this rubble. So let's see. This is scrap metal for collection. And this is empty. The reason I'm setting these for empty instead of just deleting them and having them is because with using these options, these 4, the haulers will actually come and do it. Versus if I delete the building, then the builders have to come and collect all of the rubble and bring it to storage. Which just doesn't help at all. Because I want the builders to be doing this. So there's that. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of the stairs and collect this. And what I think I want to do, set this to empty, which I had before. I'll just put these back to accept. See, so that's 3. Let's put in a couple large piles here. Okay. And then get them set for scrap metal. Perfect. Right, so once those get put in, or I guess, you know what, I could just use these. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll just not put that one in. Or this one, since it's not built yet. Yeah, we'll just use these. Okay, anyways, point in doing this, if we can get all of the scrap metal out of this storage, then I can delete it and collect the gears and use the gears for this storage. Right, so let's do scrap metal. I did end up adding a second hauling post. I think I did this in the end of the last episode, but it wasn't built, so it's built now. And I did end up unpausing these 4 houses over here. So our population's now up to just under 75. So we do technically have enough beavers to support every job. Um, it just kind of takes some finagling. So, it is what it is. But you know what I really can do? I can probably pause majority of these. Yeah. Um, yeah, because we don't really need those. I can also come over here and do the woodwork shop. Um, since we are now producing pine resin, technically, and are full of it, actually. So, let's just pause the Tapper Shack, too. Might as well. Might as well, since it's not really being used. I will probably end up having to unpause these water pumps here shortly, but I don't really want to, so we'll see. All right, so progress on here seems to be coming slower than frozen molasses, which I think is largely in part to the fact that I deleted all of the platforms under here. So they can't work on this level of dynamite or of tunnels, because the platforms aren't put in. So this is what happens to the tunnels. Goodbye. Whereas normally, if they're usable or if they're completable, then they show up like this. So yeah, I don't think this is still connected. Oh, it is. Right, because it's this one. Okay, so yeah, I mean, luckily we can still build these platforms. They're just taking their sweet time doing it, but I think that's fine. Yeah, let's see. So how are we coming on this? So let's set this to scrap metal, set this to scrap metal, and then we'll come over here and set this to empty. And then you'll see them all run in, probably in the morning though. I'll run in and take all of the scrap metal that's in here. Oh no, they're already starting it. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, alright, well, let's give them a second to actually do that. Okay, so, yeah, down to 400. I don't think this is going to happen today, largely because they can really only hold, I think, one scrap metal, maybe two? Two. Yeah, so not going to happen with the 20 haulers that we have, in addition to all of the other things that we have them doing. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen today, but that's fine. It's not really, pertinent that this all gets done right now, so I think it's fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. I did also put in a fourth builder's hut over here. I don't remember when I did that, but I did that. Yeah, so we now have 24 builder beavers. And I think I might be inclined to increasing the population just a little bit more. To have these working largely at all times. Preferably at all times. Yeah. I wish there was a way that I could have these paused when there's nothing to do here. But that's not a function of the game just yet, hopefully. Okay, you know what? you know what? I think we might be at the point where I delete this. Maybe once it gets closer to 100, I can delete this. Because then we still have to delete all of the other ones. Although I guess that's a far shorter walk. And I probably should have a zip line in here, especially now that we're not using this, or this at all. This was something that I did also. I changed this to planks. It was wood, but it is no longer wood. Right. Okay. All right. 160. This is way too many, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine. I do also want to work on water storage, which do these take gears. Okay, so I have to produce gears anyways. Unfortunately, I was hoping to skirt around that. Why? Okay. And not have to do it, but it's fine. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this water, and then there we go. So all 5 of those should now be water. Perfect. And I guess I really didn't have to put in that platform there, since we have an extra spot here, but that's fine. That is what it is. Okay, I'm really hoping. Well, wait a second. We've got all 6 in there. Okay, so yeah, we can actually unpause these, because we're very low on water. Too low for comfort, unfortunately. So, let's see. Where are we here? 25. Okay, yeah, I think we can delete this now. Of course, right as everybody's coming to empty it, though. So maybe we just give him an extra second or two. Down to 6. 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay, that's good. Now we'll set all of this to be collected. And I want to delete all of this as well, because this isn't necessary. All of these planks, or all of these, I guess planks technically. All of these platforms are not necessary. This upper level. Right, so let's see. Let's get all of that prioritized as well. Okay, so these 3 didn't end up getting filled. So we'll do that and then get these collected as well. And hopefully this will get built. You know what? I just need to do this. I should have just done this earlier. But it's fine. We like using the hard ways here. Okay, so all I need is 9 here, which I have. So, let's do highest priority for you. And try and get this going. Right, okay, so that's good now. Then we can start setting all of these to empty. So let's just do, can I copy this? Yes. Awesome. So now that this is pretty much done, just needs to be built, or constructed rather, this should, they can, haulers can now start filling this. So, and they've already started. Fantastic. Fantastic. Then we'll be able to collect all of that. All of those logs as well. And they've done all of this and are working on this now. Fantastic. Because we're going to need those planks. Yeah, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Oh, wow. They've actually done the 2nd level down here. Oh, didn't know that. Okay. All right. Well, I guess really all of this now can be deleted and collected. I just don't want to give them too many things to do. But what I did want to do, now that we've got the space, I completely forgot about this. I wanted to come in here, and not that. I wanted to put in a pile for planks, for dynamite and for extract. So let's do extract and dynamite. Get this all highest priority here. Yeah, that's really funny that I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, and a little bit of this is done too. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, they're... Oh, and they've already done this. Okay. So, I mean, I needed to do gears anyways. Yeah, look at them all coming in here. Okay. I probably should have another storage for planks set to export. For all of these planks here. So let's do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Okay, so let's get working on deleting all of this. Okay, wow. Cool. Okay, so all of this needs to be prioritized. Hopefully this gets put in. Yes, and now they should be able to just go straight in here. There it is. Straight in here, and then the haulers can take it away. Which, where are you going? Why are you taking it farther than this one? Okay. There it is. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna start getting collected a lot quicker. Perfect. Okay. All right. So what I think I might be inclined to do, is put in another ladder here. Right. Oh, too tall. Okay, so let's do this, because this is just gonna make the walk just a little bit shorter, to get into the platforms that they're building down here. Which I guess you can see, yeah, this one. These platforms. Okay, so just a little bit here that we need to collect, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. Oh, already working on the... Wow. Already working on this ladder. Okay. Fantastic. And I probably could delete this row also. So let's do this. Let's get this out of here. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is almost done. So... Okay. All right. So, with that now done, though, what we should start working on is obviously this is taller than the water seep. And what we wanted to do was put in the mechanical fluid pump. So let's just see. Let's get this unlocked. This takes 700 power. So what that means is we're most likely going to need to... What I do normally like to do is have platforms here, so that we can do gravity batteries facing into our reservoir. But I may be inclined to increase the height of this reservoir, and I don't really want to have to delete and then put in again all of the gravity batteries. So what we can do is just build a tower, maybe over here. Yeah, for gravity batteries. Okay, so what that means is this is gonna have to be connected. I'm gonna get over here and get this geothermal. It'll be an engine, so we'll just put these on here. Okay. Then we'll have them come down and then come up. Right? But with the power, I think we'll just stay on the upper level. Yeah. Right. And then what we can do, let's see here. So, since we'll have power right here, I may be inclined to have a portion of it come down here. Oops, not tall enough. All right, let's see. It's come down. Oh, that's not on the same level. Okay. All right, well, we'll do that. And I'm just going to do this. I think that was in the right spot. Right? Nope. Okay, so this will be here. Okay. Okay, and then this can come across. Okay. Alrighty then. So, we can just have it go... No, I don't want to have it be on this side. So, we'll do this and then have this come this way and have it be along this wall. And I do want to do this, so maybe I just won't put that one in there, those two. Okay. Right, and then this won't be flooding. Okay. So, obviously not going to do this during a bad tide. We'll wait for the temperate cycle, for all of this to be removed. But what? So we're gonna need a ladder down here. This will come over, and then this will be just stairs. And I need to come back down here and get a path in. These L-shaped paths are fantastic when they work. There it is. Okay. All right, and now we can actually do this from both ends. So, perfect. Which is also doubly perfect because I wanted to work on this. I wanted to get these put in. So let's unpause these. I remember pausing those because, I think we were out of logs at the time. So yeah, we can get these built now. So that means this is going to have to be a tunnel down there. And, well, I guess this really can just be dynamite then. So that one and that one. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, I was going to do a tunnel here. Yeah, we'll do a tunnel. I know it's not necessary, but hear me out. There we go. So then they'll be able to do all of that. And then this one I probably can just get away with. I don't think this is gonna work. No. So what I can do, something like that. And then we do need to start worrying about how power will be brought in. So we'll get this going, and we'll just bring it up here. We'll have this connect over this way. Okay. And then we'll do the same here, just with platforms over. Okay. So, let's bring this over this way. Why? There we go. Yeah, this is going to be a solid use for all of our planks once we're done with all of the tunnels. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see. This needs to be upward. I keep calling these upward power shafts. We haven't played with an upward power shaft since like update 5. Okay, alright, so with this geothermal engine here, we can do something like that. Right, and then let's see. I can do a platform there. Have this come straight over. Okay, this is going to be, wait a second, there we go. This one. Okay, now if we scroll all the way up here, we can see all of this that's connected. Oh yeah, because we have the tunnel in here that we're doing. That's why these two aren't connecting. Okay. All right. I was kind of worried there for a second. But what this does now give us is the opportunity to connect this over here. So we could finally get into overhangs, which we now have the science to unlock. So I'm just going to do all of them. We'll do all of the bridges also, and sure. Spiral staircases, which we can finally get into. I've been excited about the spiral staircases. Since I saw them come in update 1. Even though I never really used the spiral staircase mod that there was before. So yeah, anyways, I'm excited for these. I most likely will be installing the mod that changes these from traded planks to regular planks, but we'll see. I'm not heart set on doing that just yet. So anyways, all right, so that actually fits perfectly. So we'll just have this come over. And then this can be just right here. There we go. And they should be able to build these from standing here. I hope. So we'll see. And all of these are done. So we'll just get rid of everything here. Awesome. Get all of those logs collected. Come over here. This is going fairly well. Let's see. Have they started? No. Haven't really started on these. I think this is the ladder. Yeah. I haven't started on these, but I mean, this is fine. This needed to get done anyways. I was just hoping that they would do this portion first, but that's fine. Oh, and hey, look, we've got half a day left, just about, in this bad tide. So, what I want to do, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep these unpaused. Yeah. Um, but what I do need to do is pause or unpause these 4 and pause these 2. Yeah, because there's about 600, I think, give or take, of storage space. I should also put it in a larger storage for berries. So maybe we can do this. Okay, we'll do berries. Okay, awesome. So now we can see this happen. And they're actually doing it this time. All right, so perfect. This is now filling. This should now be filling. Let's see. Yes. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so y'all are just sitting there. So that means what I need to do is put in some log storage. So yeah, let's do something just up here, for logs, and get this built rather quickly. None of this needs to be here anyways. So maybe we can set this to obtain gears. I mean, not that we really produce gears. I mean, we are now, but yeah, that's fine. Or I guess you know what we can do instead? I don't need to prioritize this, but I did it anyways, and they're probably going to start building it. Yeah, they've started. What I can do instead is have them start all of this. Because these are logs that they can put in. So, let's see here. Yeah, and there's not really any over here that I can do that doesn't require planks. I guess these two. Okay, so yeah, this is already put in pretty much. So we're gonna do this anyways. And you know what? I should have a storage over here for logs. So let's do this. Because they're gonna need it for this one anyways. So maybe we'll put another one over here too. Yeah, because this is going to take quite a bit of logs. And I don't even know what the mine takes, actually. Wait a second. Logs. Okay, so then gears and treated planks. Yeah, okay. Might as well put in. So, oh, how many logs was it? 250. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of those. I'll need 2 of the gear storages. Okay, so we'll put those right here. Oh, those are not going to fit. Let's do this, and then we'll just move this one down. Okay. And then what I can do is put in a small pile for treated planks. Because the treated planks needed 200. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and it's perfect. We've got a drought. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm not gonna pause those. I wanted to, but we don't need to. Okay. Oh, I don't think. No, I did prioritize the. Okay, whatever. Okay, so what we're doing over here. So this is gonna be for treated planks, and this will be for logs. These are gears. But I need to be setting these to obtain. So this one I can copy. Treated planks set to obtain. These two set to obtain. There we go. This is logs also. Yeah, might as well. I think 3 will be fine because this is going to take so much. Let's see. I'm also going to need to have ooh, I'm so glad I looked at this cuz this could have been not a catastrophe, but not done the way it needs to be. Okay, so let's get these need to be overhangs here. Right, and then I need to have platforms here so that this can be longer. There we go. We'll do that. Right, so now those can be connected. So now we can build all of that. This needs to be, we're just going to do ladders. There we go. Then they'll be able to build all of that. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so they're building this. Did I tell them? Oh, I did tell them to build that. Whoops. Okay, well, that's fine. Now that we are largely very, very low on planks. Oh, did I want this here? I don't think I wanted this here. Good thing that didn't get built. That's a hole in the wall. Okay, so let's have them build this. Because then I can delete everything that's down here. I really can delete all of this, though. Oh, but I can't delete all of this until they build this. Oh. Okay, so all of this needs to get done, guys. I don't really want to start producing planks because then we're going to have a million to store. Although I guess we're going to need planks for all of this. Yeah, I might as well just, yeah, okay. All right then, fine. Okay, but I can delete some of these, though. Y'all are just waiting on planks now. Yeah. I had a feeling. Okay, so let's come in here. Let's get rid of this. All right, and here's our drought. 34 days. Okay, so we'll pause these 4. And I think we've got enough water, so I am going to pause these now, which gives us extra beavers. Not really, but it should have. Okay, so I do want to get started on this, though. Right, so let's do a bridge. So this is 7, so let's do a 4 and a 3. And then we can do this. Because I do want to get started on that tunnel now that it's a drought. Right, so let's see, let's come. Oh, but there's bad water in here. So if we work on that tunnel, then all of this bad water is going to flood out into. Okay. Yeah, and I don't want them down here anyways, because there's all of this bad water. Okay. So, I mean, this will all evaporate. This might not. This might not. But I guess it really only has to come down, what, 2.5 blocks? Yeah, these two and then this half. Because then nothing will spill over this way. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's somewhat of a plan, though. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get this put in so that we can start doing this. Get that prioritized. This is going to be fun to build because this isn't really a easy shape. So you know what? Nah, we'll worry about that next episode. Okay, so I do want to prioritize all of this. And I'm just gonna pause this and pause this top piece. There we go. Okay, so you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna have them do all of this, except for this last one. I'm gonna pause. Yeah, yeah, we'll just pause it. Yeah, because then we can wait for the water to go out. Okay. So, did I prioritize the planks that I... Yes, clearly. Okay. Oh, and all of this is done too. Okay, so this can all go. Which means this can all go. This level. I just don't want to delete... Well, I can delete all of this over, though. Okay, let's come down here. Let's see this. Just planks. There we go. Okay, alright, so this now gives them quite a bit to do. And I'm really hoping I didn't delete the ladder that was over here, because that's really just going to defeat the purpose of having that lower level prioritized. So let's check on that. Nope, it's still here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. All right. Are they able to get down? That's a platform. Okay, wait a second. Can I do... Wait, how is this connected? Wait a second. Oh, I thought this was a ladder. Oh, it is a ladder. What platform did I just click on then? Oh, that one probably. Okay, I was confusing myself. Okay, so let's get a path in here. Then they'll be able to collect everything that's under this. Yeah, like all of this that's too far away. Okay, which means that staircase and that staircase needs to be built. Okay, let's come down here, check on... I mean, they've started this, kind of. I mean, I've prioritized everything else in the world other than the things that I need them to be doing, so... That's kind of my fault. Kind of my fault. I mean, it's nobody else's fault, so it's not kind of my fault. It's just my fault. But I think that's okay. So I do kind of want to have planks brought over here so that we can do the thermal engines. But I don't really want to be using planks right now either, so... let's see. Have they made... No, they haven't made progress. You know what? I lied. We are going to figure this one out. So, let's see. If we do this, have a platform here. Yeah. And then we'll come over here and have this one. Right, so then this is just going to have to be a down. We'll do something like that so nobody gets trapped. Okay, cool. And look at how much they're already doing. Fantastic. Sorry, that was a little sneeze. Okay, so let's see this here. That's almost done. I could probably just prioritize all of this, so that this all gets done, since this is, we'll just do all of this. Which, yet another thing that I've prioritized. I know. But this is evaporating nicely. This doesn't look like anything's gone down really at all, so that's unfortunate. But it happens. Also, I don't think I mentioned this. This tunnel is no longer usable. So what I did, you can kind of see it here. I put an impermeable floor here. There you can really see it. Because of course, if I didn't, then this water level would just be coming straight out the top here, just like a geyser. So, yeah. Yeah, didn't want that to happen, so that's why water's not shooting out of there. And I did, of course, as you saw, delete all of that whole contraption that I had put in there, to fill that area. So, you know what? I really can just remove all of the everything that's here. So this can go, right? Because they're not using... Not really. We'll just set this to logs. And this can just be emptied. Actually, you know what? We're going to set this to planks, set to empty. Set this to gears, to empty. And then we'll delete this. Because that's planks and gears. Planks will go here, gears will go here, and then the haulers will take it. I hope that works, but I'll be proven wrong. It's okay. Alright, so let's come in here, though, because I see a whole bunch running in here. I want to see what they're doing. We're starting on this side, yeah, because that's where I started. Right. Okay, so this will hopefully be done in maybe 2 or 3 days. And then we can get this connected. Okay, alright. This is, yeah, just low in the build queue. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's come back up here and see. None of that's happened because it's not prioritized. Water level is okay. We're down below 3,000. Which is less than ideal, but it's fine. Planks are coming back up. Majority... All of the stairs did get put in. But I do want this to happen, because this is going to be an issue. I don't want these to all disintegrate. Okay. So, what I might end up doing... I just need to increase the population. That's really what it is. That's really what it's boiling down to right now, because we are low on beavers. On builder beavers, really. So, you know what? I can pause this gatherer flag. I can pause the lumber mills. That gets down to 9. I can pause the wood workshop, because we're not even using treated planks. I was really only making them because we had the pine resin. I guess what we could do is get this filled in. But I don't even think that this is completely necessary, especially because we're not doing it anytime soon. Um, so that's an issue that I'm facing. But let's see. So this I'm just gonna set to a lower but still high priority. Because I want them to pick up all of the rubble. That's really, because I don't want any of this to disintegrate. I mean, these are gears, you know. Gears are a hot commodity these days, right? So, and all of this, this is all going to disintegrate as I stand corrected. Okay, all right. Well, that's, you know, is what it is. Yeah, and I've paused this. Right, so they're not going to be able to do anything other than what they can, what they've already started here. Right, so, okay, that's fine. Let's see, let's come down here, because I just want to increase this path. This water is going to be gone probably today, or maybe the early parts of tomorrow. Right, so, let's do this path again. Okay, so I'm still gonna have to come in and increase that path, but that's fine. This is just now peeling from the edges. Okay, so that means there's still a block that needs to evaporate. Okay, that's unfortunate, but again, you know, it is what it is. Because then I also want to start with the tunnel, because this is going to be a long one, right? It's going to have to come... Well, I guess it doesn't have to be so long. I could have, since we've got power right here, I could have a mechanical fluid pump here and then just build an aquifer to bring it across to... I think bringing this way and over here might be the shortest route. Because I could also come in here and build a wall around this bad water seep. And have this be another little storage of water. Okay. All right. We've got ideas. I've got ideas. Which is good because I like I mentioned when we started this map, I literally started filming the day it was released. So the only experience I have on this map is the 3 other colonies that I failed. Which of course we haven't gotten this far in those colonies. So yeah, I'm just kind of exploring as I film. And whatever comes to mind is what happens. Um So yeah, I'm excited. But anyways, this I wanted to start. But we didn't because of course I got distracted with doing everything else as I normally do. But I think that's okay. So that just gives us something to do in the next episode. Because then we'll do this pump and aquifer. And hopefully have enough time in the next drought to get rid of all of these thorns, and build a wall around this. Because let's see, let's into dev mode here. This is, yeah, only strength of 1. So I don't think that's really going to change how much comes out of this, you know? So I think this will be fine. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna change much at all. Although I guess, wait, back into dev mode here. What is, this one's also 1. Okay, so I mean it's, no, because this one shouldn't be producing bad water while these are producing. Okay, so maybe it is just 1. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Um, although I guess, wait a second. These drains aren't going to be filling this pool anymore. Because we're having them route and come out of this. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, these are things to think about. These are things to think about because I have no idea what's going to happen with these. But regardless, this episode is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to end it here. And with that, thank you all so very much for watching. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. Again, I'm still new to this. This is only my 2nd series, and I do already have 2 more series sort of set up. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.